wonderful craft that's ages old, and also marvelous for, well, sitting at home and watching television, conversing with friends, or just spending some quality time with yourself. And it's really very easy to learn and quite rewarding. Now, as you can see here, I'm working on a charming piece. Isn't that lovely? It's called Clyde the Camel. Now today, we're going to be talking about one of the basic stitches of needlepoint, and that is a tent stitch. Now that's the stitch that I'm doing right now. It's a very simple stitch, and it is used to fill in backgrounds or to create an entire needlepoint project. In my case, I'm working on a sampler of many different stitches, so this is only one of the stitches that I will actually be working on throughout the course of the project. Now, a tent stitch is very, very simple to learn. A tent stitch is a stitch that goes diagonally across one intersection in the canvas. And as you can see, I am working in a diagonal pattern. Now, when you work in a diagonal pattern doing a tent stitch, what you create is a basket weave, and the back of the canvas, as you can see, looks like a basket. Now, there are other wonderful stitches when you're doing needlepoint. One of those stitches is a bargello stitch. Now, a bargello stitch fills in the canvas in a very different way. You work that in a vertical pattern, and it covers several intersections of the canvas, up to 4 in one stitch. Now, petit point is a lovely stitch. It really is beautiful. As you can see, it's very fine. Now, this is a petit point tent stitch that was done as a basket weave, and you can see the basket weave on the back. Isn't that marvelous? Now, I'm going to get back to working Clyde the Camel. So much fun. Well, welcome back to Needlepoint. So much fun. Now, right now, I am working on the satin stitch. The satin stitch is really very easy. It's simply up and down through the canvas in a vertical, horizontal, or diagonal pattern, covering, well, really just about any number of stitches, any number of intersections of the canvas, to create a, it really is to fill in large areas and to create a smooth, even, regular, parallel stitch. Now, as you can see, the satin stitch on this project is used to create the rolling dunes in the desert that Clyde the Camel is sitting on. We're almost finished, and isn't it beautiful? There are so many stitches in this sampler that were such fun to work. We have the Parisian stitch here, and we have a brick stitch here and here. This is again our tent stitch, simple continental, and this is a satin stitch, as is that. This is a Hungarian stitch, and our sun and the reins on our camel are done with a chain stitch. Isn't that fun? Now, these wonderful little nubbly things are all French knots. We had lots of fun working this project.
And this is Clyde today. He's been happily living as this little pillow since Julia Van Vliet of the art department of my show on style assembled him. See how the variation of stitches creates visual interest? Now, Julia used gold velvet to back him and added a self-welt, which is a very traditional finish for a needlepoint pillow. Now, thanks for joining us today. Come by BriniMaxwell.com for additional information on needlepoint. And until next week, bye now.
The spirit is moving, traveling along. The spirit is going